Hey guys, so today I thought I would just do a nice winter look. This is something that I could wear most days, but then again I'm a bit more daring with my makeup than the average person. So if you're not comfortable with wearing it every day, it can be a great alternative for a night out or a nice dinner or something like that. Just using dark colours, a dark lip, a dark berry lip, a bit brown smoky eye, and then just a normal kind of flushed face to give you a healthy look in winter. So if you want to know how I got this look, keep on watching. Alright, so I'm starting off with the clean base. This is my basic foundation routine. If you want to see how it's done, there is an earlier video with it in it. But for now I'm just going to go on with MAC Painterly Paint Pot and just prime my eyes, because the shades that I'm going to be using are relatively dark, and if you are going to be wearing this for a long time, like on a night out, you do need to prime your eyelids, because otherwise the shadows won't stay, they'll slip, and you'll end up going home looking like a panda. And no one really wants that now, do they? Okay, so now that that's done, I'm just going to go in with one of my MAC shadows. So I'm going to go in with this one here, which is soft brown, and just take that on a fluffy brush. This one's from Coastal Scents. It's just a goat-haired fluffy brush. Just kind of get that all over the brush. Tap off the excess. That's really important because you don't want an excessive amount of shadow. And then I'm just going in the crease with this. So this is just my transition colour. I'm going to be putting a bit more of a gold colour on the lid, but for now this will do nicely. So just blending that out in windscreen wiper motions. And I take it up relatively high because this, for me, this is a look that I would wear on a normal day, but for most people it's something that you'd wear on a night out, and if it is a night out you want it to be a little bit more dramatic. So I take it a little bit further up. Now the key with these brushes, and I made this mistake for a very long time, you don't want to be pressing them so hard into the skin that they lose their shape. The whole point of this brush is that it has this shape. So it's rounded and it's going to blend out nicely. If you press it down like this, it completely loses the shape and goes flat. And so it's not actually going to blend out your eyeshadows at all. It's just kind of going to kind of be plonking them on there. Okay, so that's the crease colour done. Now I'm going to go in with this MAC shadow. This one's called Honey Lust. It's a really shimmery kind of beige gold colour, just to give the look a little bit less drama. Like I said, I would wear this during the day and this is how I would do it. So just taking a Sigma E55 brush, which is just a flat shader brush, and just pop it in here. Get it on both sides of the brush. And then I just pat that on the lid. So that's how it looks like so far. And now I think I just want to put a little bit of kind of gold in the outside just to give it a little bit more depth. So I'm going to take this shade, which is Antiqued by MAC. Just take that on the same fluffy brush, but kind of only on the tip. So you can see I've just kind of just on the tip. And then I'm going to just put this in the outer V. So it's kind of here. And then join it to your lash line. Just create a little bit extra dimension. You can kind of see it's not that easy to see on this camera because it is just an iPhone, but it'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alrighty, so that's the eyes basically done. So this is the way I usually do my eyes. I kind of have a dark in the crease and then light on the lid, and I just think it creates a really nice effect. So I'm not going to do any eyeliner today. I don't feel like it's an eyeliner day, and I'm generally pretty crappy at putting it on, especially when it's in a camera. So I'm just going to go in with mascara. It's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion. and it just looks like this. Alright, I'm just going to put a little bit on the lower lashes as well. Alright, so that's the eyes done. Now I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Hang on, I forgot my eyebrow stuff. I'll be back in a tick. Seriously, how could I have anyone forget my eyebrow stuff? I love my eyebrows. What's going on today? So I'm just taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in dark brown. I'm just going to take the darker shade and just fill in my brows as I did in the last video. So just start at the tail. Ta-da! So that's the brows done. So now I'm just going to go in and contour, well, not really contour, just kind of bronze up my face for this look. Again, I don't want too much drama, so I'm going to take this Sigma F05 brush, just like a small contour brush, and dip it in my Hoola bronzer by Benefit just here. Again, tap off the excess and then just... Now, if you're fair like me, it is really, really important to make sure that you blend out your contour really well. It's still important if you are darker, but especially for light people, you can really see if you've made a mistake, or if it just looks muddy, it's not going to look good, so just keep that in mind. And with your contour, you don't want to come too far in. I usually stop about here, so just in line with the end of my eyebrow. Take it in too far, in my opinion at least, it just looks a little bit draggy and daggy and all those things. Alrighty, so that's all good. You can see that it's kind of like reshaped my face. Like you can see that this here looks a little bit more drawn in, which is the whole point of contouring, is to manipulate the shape of your face, as bad as that sounds for your body image. Alrighty. If I can find the brush, and now I am just going to take I'm going to take Dolly Mix by MAC, which is this one here. It looks really intimidating in the pan, but if you apply just a little bit and apply it really lightly, it is a beautiful flash of colour. It just looks very natural. It's not like a bright pink, it just kind of makes you look like you've just gone for a run and you've come back and all that stuff. Not that you're sweaty, that's not what I'm saying, but just a really natural kind of flush. So again, I start with a really light hand with this one and just go backwards in circular motions to really buff it out. Like I said with the contour, I don't want harsh lines. Some people do like that, especially like on a night out, I'll do really harsh contour lines because that's just the way I like it when I go out, but on a day-to-day basis, I just want a little bit of extra shape and colour to my face. Okay, so there's that done. I think it looks okay. I'm just looking in the phone as I film, so it's not going to be the best makeup I've ever done, but it'll be alright. And then I'm going to take a highlighter. So highlighter, basically you put it on the tops of your cheeks and it brings out your cheekbones. It makes them look very prominent and round and beautiful, all those good things. So I'm going to take Soft and Gentle by MAC, which is this one here. Just pop a little bit on the brush, just on top of the cheekbones. I don't know if you'll be able to see what it does in this light, but it just brings kind of a nice sheen and shine to the cheeks. It's not meant to look really glittery, but it just depends on what product you use, really. So you can kind of see it on this one. You can see how there's like a shine there. If it's in natural daylight and it's blended really nicely, it does just make your cheekbones look a little bit more prominent. And I just take a little bit down my nose, on my forehead, just any places that I kind of want to bring forward, and on my Cupid's bow as well. You probably see the most difference there if you wanted to know what it looked like. Alright, and now the lips. So Typically in winter I will go with the dark lip. I love wearing dark lips. I think it looks fantastic on anyone, especially again on pale skin. I just think it has such a great contrast between the really light skin and the dark lipstick, but it looks great on anyone. Really tan people can wear it, really dark people can wear it, but I just love it for myself. So I left foundation on my lips from when I did my base because this kind of blanks out the lips so you can kind of retrace them with a lip liner. But I'm just going to go in with MAC Prep and Prime. This is like a lip primer. With dark lipstick, you want to do something to make sure that the product isn't going to bleed during the day so it doesn't end up coming down here and looking really raggedy. That's the only problem with dark lips, is that you do have to be very precise, otherwise it can look just not good really. So now I'm going to take the MAC lip pencil in magenta. So it's just this color here. You don't have to use a really dark pencil. You can use a nude lip pencil is good, because if the lipstick wears off, then you're still left with a nude look. You're not left with a really dark line around the edge and then pale lips on the inside. But this color is just what I have, and it works really well. So and as I mentioned with filling in your lips with like a nude lip pencil, if you do use a dark lip pencil, make sure it goes all around your lips, because again, if the lipstick does wear off, you're still left with a similar color lip to your lip pencil. It's not just going to be a really stark difference. Okay, so that's got a pretty clean edge, I think, from what I can see on the camera, but that's exactly what I want with a dark lip, is to have a really nice clean edge, because again, it creates that contrast and it looks really neat. Okay, so I'm just going to take a lip brush by Sigma and this shade here, which is Rebel by MAC. So I'm just going to get that on the lip pencil. You can just use it out of the tube, however I depotted all of my lipsticks and put them into this palette so it would be easier to take with me everywhere. And I find that a lip brush has a lot more precision. So I kind of just start in the middle and then carve out the rest of my lips with this. So there you go, that's the finished look. I hope this lighting does it justice, but I'm not holding out hopes for that. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye.